Hey guys, it's me, Corey, and I decided to put on my Spider-Man suit again and try making tutorials after about 2 years. So, long ago, I made a tutorial that was how to make a machine gun, and since then, Roblox has made a multitude of changes, including mandatory filter enabled. So, there are some issues with my original script where people would die for the client but not on the server because, the whole thing ran off of a local script. But we're going to fix that in this video. So give me a second and we're going to construct something. Alright, I literally just made a block named handle and a tool, and I put a local script in it. I'm going to rename the tool gun. And we're going to put a remote event inside of the workspace. So the workspace is actually the bridge between the client and the server. Inside this remote event, we're going to put a script. So we're going to make a can fire in the remote event, set that to true. Go into the local script, script.parent.activated, connect, function, while, wait, and fun. We'll make a, so this activates the, this fires when the player clicks the left mouse button, and I'm actually going to make some predefining variables here. Local player equals game.players.local player, and local mouse equals player get mouse. So that just gets the mouse to the player and whatnot. Anyway, I don't need to explain this. This is all given, right? All right. And make a local activated equals false, and right after the player clicks it, which is where I'm putting this, activated equals true. Not true. I'm not French. So while, wait, and true are activated. It has to be double equal because it's a what you call it, an operator. And if it is true, then, or do. Been a while since I've made one of these. Anyway, here at the bottom, we're going to make a script.parent.deactivated connect function. And then at the bottom here, we're just going to put activate equals false. So that way, this will always happen after this was activated. But as soon as activated is false, this will no longer run. So this is going to constantly run. And it's going to constantly do this. Workspace dot remote event fire server player, and then, or not player, sorry, it's mouse dot, nah. I need to decide what I'm doing before I make these videos. Okay, script dot parent dot handle dot position That's going to be our first like vector 3 that we're sending over to the remote event. It's going to be like the spawn point for the bullet, and then mouse to hit the P. That's the position that the mouse is hitting on the screen. And then we're gonna have, let's say, 0.5. You're all gonna see what I mean by that in a second. This is gonna be our fire rate. Actually made that 0.2. So it's gonna wait 0.2 and then we can fire again. So script.parent.on server event connect done. And then player is always the first value for a remote event on the server side. And when you're sending something to a client through a remote event, you're always going to need the player first. That way you're sending it to that single player. Unless you're giving it to all the players, there's a very particular function for that. Start mouse and then rate. If script.parent can fire is true, then script.parent can fire. I forgot the dot value at the top one up here. Equals false. That'll prevent us from running it more than once. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and make the wait function and then make rate script.parent can fire, not child added. Dot value equals true. There we go. So it'll fire will be false. It'll wait the rate, which was 0.2 given by the local script, and then it'll be able to run this script again. But not there. Make sure you put it before the rate, so that way we can fire before we run the script again. But local bullet, not bullet, equals instance.new part workspace bullet dot can collide equals false. What am I doing with this? Like that. Bullet dot material equals neon. Bullet dot size equals vector. So something important to know is the final variable is pretty much like how you make it look like a bullet. So it's going to be minus 0.6, so that way it's kind of like a square, and then it is kind of elongated by the 0.6. Bullet.cframe equals cframe.new player, or not that, start mouse. Local velocity equals instance.new body velocity, and then we're going to put that inside the bullet. Velocity equals bullet dot cframe dot look vector. Vector is direction and magnitude, so we're just going to multiply the direction and magnitude by 240. That's going to be a pretty slow bullet, but whatever. That should give us something amazing. I'm gonna put it in the starter pack. There you go. So fire rate could be a little bit faster. Make it 0.05. And bullet that brick color equals new yellow. Yeah, or brick color dot new yellow. There we go. There we are. That's a machine gun. Now, you're probably wondering, how are we going to have it affect other players? Well, I'm glad you asked, voice inside my head. Bullet.touched connect function. Not that kind of function. Okay. And we're going to call it hit. So, if hit.parent doesn't equal player.character and well then I guess hold on. And hit.parent doesn't equal. Actually, I might want to account for the hats too and the actual handle for the gun. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone. So hit.parent.parent doesn't equal player.character. If hit.name equals wall, then bullet destroy. So that way it'll just kind of die. If hit.parent find first child humanoid, then this is basically like if it finds a humanoid. Let's make it and hit.parent and not hit.parent find first child force field. So basically, if they don't have a force field and they're a humanoid and they get hit by this, this will take place. Hit.parent parnet dot humanoid dot health equals hit.parent dot humanoid dot health minus, let's make it 10. And then bullet destroy. There we go. So we're gonna just like put a random block up here that says wall. Like that's called wall. Not walls, just wall. My brain is fried right now. So that's a wall. That I'm not going through there. And then we're gonna have a block rig with Spaghetti Jones here. Actually, name him Spaghetti Jones. There we go. Spaghetti Jones over here. He's going to get shot. Thank you for your service, sir. So if our script is correct, which you should always check to make sure your stuff works, because when it doesn't, you're gonna cry. Not parnet. There we go. There we go. This is why you should always check your work, kids. Yeah, see, so bullets should not be going through here, and bullets are not going through there. Now it should damage Spaghetti Jones, and it does. Alright, so that's fantastic. We have a working machine gun. That's very awesome, actually. Insert a random ending thesis into here. Thank you, gents and ladies, for watching this tutorial, and join our Discord. The link is in the description. I'm hoping you guys will join because me and my friends are starting to get rather lonely. Yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like and all that other stuff.